Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your February 2021 general reading. We are looking at the first 2 weeks of February from the 1st to the 15th. This reading is for the water sign of Pisces. Pisces, the mercurial little fish. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for taking the time to tune in today. I hope you're all safe and well and continuing to transition well, or at least peacefully, through the first part of this new year and hopefully a better year. Thanks for all that you do in support of this channel. Your comments, your feedback, donations, reaching out for personal readings, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button. Thanks so much for all that you do. It's all important, it all counts, and it all means a lot to me. Thank you. So this reading is for the water sign of Pisces for the first 2 weeks of February 2021. That's Pisces sun, moon, rising. If your Venus is in Pisces, if you're cross-watching for a Piscean, of course it's a general reading, so it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone. You all have different stories, different lives. So watch all of your signs because each one can bring in a little bit of additional insight and perspective into what's going on in your life currently. If you find that any of the readings do resonate with you and you would like to reach out for a personal reading, maybe take a deeper look at something, you can click on the description link below, click on the little arrow. You'll see some contact details there. My email address, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. Feel free to email me directly. I'd be delighted to hear from you, and I can usually respond within the first 24 hours with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings in all areas of life. Particularly popular still this time of year is the 6 and 12-month overviews I do, which give you a bit of a look ahead for the next 6 or 12 months, depending on how far ahead you want to look. They both cost the same. You can order them any time of the year. They simply look at different aspects of your life from the time of the reading moving forward. But a lot of people order them at the beginning of one year or the end of another. So something to keep in mind. And I do readings full time. It's all that I do. So I'm pretty diligent with working with people's schedules and my own to get personal readings set up in as timely a fashion as possible. So email me if you're interested. All right, let's move right into this reading for Pisces for the first 2 weeks of February. All right, Pisces. Ooh, we begin with the Tower. An unexpected event comes in, maybe breaks down something. The Eight of Cups, leaving, walking away. The Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, or Rising, showing up as a female, but it's a general reading, could be a male as well. With the Three of Swords, heartache, heartbreak, emotional pain, perhaps breakup. The Ace of Swords, an epiphany, a new idea, seeing something in the perspective of absolute reality. And the Six of Wands, victory, triumph, success after a challenge. Well, that's a great way to end considering the starting point. And from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the first 2 weeks of February, Pisces, is the Moon. So feeling unsure, feeling fearful, maybe a lack of clarity. The Moon can represent deep spirituality, kind of those visceral feelings we get, intuitive spiritual feelings, but also the same in regards to fear, because the Moon reflects the light of the Sun, so it's a thinner light, more shadowy light. There's a lot of hidden nooks and shadowy corners and recesses under the light of the Moon versus the Sun, where everything is illuminated. So, things you can be unrealistically fearful or just really not knowing what the path in front of you is because things are cloudy with the Moon. They're not as clear. It looks like something pretty major happened. To me, this looks like for a lot of you, it's a breakup or a great big huge fight or argument. Somebody left, perhaps, or somebody is making plans to leave or is considering leaving if they haven't left already because somebody really hurt somebody else. The Tower, unexpected events which come in, which were meant to happen. Bolt of lightning, divine timing and orchestration, man falling out of the tower, which looks like it was pretty solid, probably thought it was going to be there for quite a long time, and he's falling out of the tower naked, which implies the unexpectedness and the vulnerability of whatever is breaking down. But this is Major Arcana card. It's divine timing and orchestration. So there was a flaw somewhere in this tower, whatever this tower represents, which for what I'm seeing here, for most of you, looks like a relationship of some kind. And somebody left or is leaving or is making plans to leave. No longer satisfying. And then we have this fire sign individual showing up, sun, moon, or rising, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, is somebody who manifests the Queen of Wands, which is the Queen of Fire. So very charismatic, very dynamic, very much a go-getter, probably easy on the eyes, a good leader, dynamic, assertive, fiery, feisty. And with that Queen of Wands is the Three of Swords, which is emotional pain and heartache, perhaps a breakup. But it looks like somebody gets a clue. The Ace of Swords is the Ace of Air, which is truth, illumination, insight, perspective. It's mental, psychological energy. The Ace of Swords is success, is potential success that comes from seeing something for the truth and reality of what it is. It could be the light bulb going off over your head, the epiphany. Sometimes it can be hard to take, to see something in the reality for what it is, particularly if you did something or said something that caused a breakup or a great big breakdown. Or argument. You know, the Ace of Swords can be looking at something and seeing it for the truth and reality of what it is, which can be difficult if you're looking at a situation going, oh my gosh, I see what I did. I shouldn't have done that. But in that energetic space of the Ace of Swords, you have the opportunity to make choices and decisions and take action to create a healthier reality for yourself or a healthier situation. Sometimes, you know, seeing the truth and reality in a difficult way, like our part in something negative, can be difficult to take. But the victory from that comes, sometimes we see it, and the victory is not that we can fix the situation, sometimes we can't. But it's in the lesson learned from it. Perhaps a costly lesson, but valuable nonetheless. But somebody has an idea here on how they can improve the situation or, you know, be victorious, which is what this card represents. Significant victory and success after a challenge, public recognition. So this is a general reading, so it's going to resonate on one side of the tracks for some and on other side of the tracks for others. It might be that whatever caused the Tower card's situation, there's pain and heartache, emotional pain, perhaps a breakup with or around this Queen of Wands. Now, for some of you, you might have been the one to, you know, make the mistake or do the bad thing that caused this. For others of you, it might be the Queen of Wands that caused the emotional pain and heartache that you're going through, because it looks like both of you are kind of hurting here. So let's clarify a bit. Let's clarify that Tower. The Ten of Wands. Somebody was feeling overwhelmed and just wanted something to end. The Ten of Wands is carrying a heavy burden for far too long and it coming to an end, because tens represent cycle ending and completion. The Five of Wands. Eternal arguments, petty drama, going around and around the same thing over and over and over again, and it just got to be too much for somebody, and, you know, the Tower card event happened, a great big huge fight or breakup or something of that sort. Let's clarify the Eight of Cups, the Three of Swords. Looks like somebody left or is in the process of leaving or wants to leave because somebody did something that hurt somebody in this connection. The Lovers, a choice was made, perhaps between two people. Maybe there was a third party situation, or maybe there was cheating or something involved, or a decision was made that maybe left somebody in the dust, or somebody was left for somebody else, or the Lovers represents a pretty passionate karmic relationship, but it can also represent making a choice either about the relationship itself or in another area of life that impacted the relationship, perhaps in a negative way. Clarify the Ace of Swords. The Five of Cups. Regret and apology, the Three of Wands, laying the groundwork so that you can feel more positive and optimistic and hopeful about the future. In case it matters, the next card behind that is the King of Wands. So we have the King and Queen of Wands. So this is likely a partnership or a romantic partnership or marriage or something. So it looks like somebody has the idea perhaps an idea of how they can fix this or make it better or get their foot back in the door. And it looks like, an apology of some kind, being honest, I'm sorry I did this thing. Again, whether it's you or the other person. Clarify the Six of Wands. What would success mean or look like in this situation? The Three of Swords. We have the Three of Swords twice. Somebody has the idea to come back in and apologize or be honest, kind of lay their cards out on the table, say what was going on at the time. And this looks like the idea looks like, to help the situation, to fix it, to get to get people talking again, to bring somebody back. High Priestess, your intuition, trusting your intuition, and the Six of Wands, again, victory and triumph. So we have the Three of Swords twice, the Six of Wands twice. It looks like there's a very good chance, especially for those of you, Pisces, who have done something, said something. I mean, breakups and people separating or arguing, I don't feel like there's usually, it's all on one doorstep. There's two people involved, right? But it feels like one person did something not good here, not cool, and it caused a big fight, a breakup, etc. But somebody has the idea here that if they come back in, be honest, and lay their cards on the table and apologize and do everything that they can, and there's some kind of intuitive sense about this, that they can achieve victory in this situation. Victory means overcoming the heartache, the heartbreak, the separation, etc. Quite strongly, actually, about trusting your intuition about that. And also owning whatever your part and responsibility in this was. And it looks quite positive, even though it looks like it was really difficult, traumatic. It looks quite positive, meaning that there's hope, but it requires honest coming together and having a conversation, honest apologies, honest, acceptance and responsibility for whatever your part was in this, even if it was just reactionary. So it looks like definitely by the middle of February, Pisces, you're in a much better place than you are at the beginning of February. All right, let's pull one or two final advice and guidance cards. What's the best way for Pisces to navigate through this situation for the first 2 weeks of February? The Queen of Cups, also very intuitive. The Queen of Cups and the High Priestess are the most emotionally intuitive and spiritually intuitive individuals. They're very compassionate, kind, usually know the right thing to say or do, good source of support and feedback. They know when to offer their cup and when not to offer that cup. They're very emotionally aware and intuitive of their own emotions and space and those of the people around them, and trusting in that. And the Four of Cups. It's interesting because the way that they're sitting, the Queen of Cups is holding her cup out, and then there's this hand holding this cup out here to this person who's looking at it, not making a move to take it, but not making a move to push it away either. I think that it feels, Pisces, like for a lot of you, you may be the one that get the idea to apologize or to open the door somehow, even if fault lay on both sides. And it looks like the other person is maybe having a bit of a toot about it. They may, I think that some patience is required here, because it looks like somebody makes an offer, tries to, wave the proverbial olive branch sort of thing. And the other person's like, yeah, you hurt me. They're not shutting the door in your face, or maybe they are, but you can persist. They're not saying yes, they're not saying no, they're considering it. That's what it looks like. So I think some intuition here, especially emotional and spiritual intuition, and being kind of patient here is required, because I feel like there's a really good chance for most of you that this can turn out well through honesty and compassion and taking a look at what happened, what part you played in it, and being honest about that in order to move forward. There's every indication here that that is possible. So Pisces, that is your reading for the first half of February. I hope that it was useful and helpful to you. Again, if this video or any of the videos resonate with you, you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, take a deeper look at a particular situation, just click on the description link below, click on that little arrow. Feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. You can also purchase readings as gifts for other people as well. So I will see you again in a couple of weeks for the February mid-month readings. Until then, Pisces, stay safe, stay well, be blessed. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.